Hello my people, it's West Africa here again. I'm inside one neighborhood out here in Douala, Cameroon. This neighborhood is called Baba. Yeah, from Baba you have to take a bike that enters into the neighborhood. Now you get to pay a bike which will take you here. Cars do access the neighborhood, even though the roads might not really be the best here. So this is what it looks like. So on my way going out of the neighborhood, and yeah, I'll have to look for a bike. That's if I'm fortunate. But if I'm not fortunate, then I'll have to trek to get to the junction, which is not really a short distance. I mean, it's kind of a very far distance. Might take me like 15-20 minutes to trek to the junction. Now I'm coming back from work. If I recall well, if I remember well, someone told me that I don't dress well in my videos, that's why I don't get views. That's kind of ridiculous and funny to me, because first of all, one thing that I try to make my videos for everybody to see and know is that you must not dress this particular way before you are able to make content on YouTube. You must not have these very big gears before you start making content on YouTube. I started making videos on YouTube. My first ever video I made on YouTube, I made that video with an Intel mobile phone, and yeah, it's been growth and growth and growth. I had to move from that Intel to a Techno phone to a Google Pixel. My Pixel 5 recently got back, so I got a Pixel 6a, and yeah, now I'm using a GoPro right now. This video I'm filming with a GoPro. So it shouldn't be like, I don't think dressing code even helps, like maybe gives views to content creators. I don't know what people think about that. Oh, if people really think that dressing code do give views to your videos, yeah. So it's really a hot and sunny day out here. I just think I'll get this bike. I mean, I forgot to ask how much this is gonna cost me. So let's see how much it's gonna cost. Navigating through some of these neighborhoods in Douala, Cameroon is not an easy task or an easy journey, even though the price of paying or the price you pay to live most of these neighborhoods seems always very small, always very small compared to the distance you find yourself covering. This is, or inside the neighborhood is where most people get to reside, and this is where most people get to find, say, lands which are not really that costly, and yeah. But then the cost of construction and all of that is one thing that will push you to the limits. Yeah, I just got to the junction. I had to pay 100 francs. The other day I paid 200 for nothing. Yeah, because I didn't know. So yeah, come with me. Let's go to like one of the most busiest spots out here in Douala, Cameroon. Yeah. Having coins out here is a plus. So first of all, I have got to verify if I've got coins. Ndokoti. Et 200, hein? I'll keep saying it in my videos that the best way to go around town in Douala is by motorbikes. This is by far the simplest and the most accessible way of going around the city of Douala, Cameroon. You just get to stand on the road, break a bike, and you need to be versed with the amount you're supposed to pay to every destination you're going to, because if you don't know that you'll be chopped. Like they're really going to charge you more, especially when they realize that you don't actually know the price you're supposed to pay. You get to charge you more, and I feel like this is very normal with maybe other places around Africa and not just Cameroon itself. Ndokoti is like one of the most vibrant places in Douala, Cameroon. It is a very, very vibrant place out here. This place operates 24/7, which means that if you pass by 1 a.m., you still find people you find old women selling on the road. I mean, I find that fascinating and kind of surprising as well because, but then it shouldn't be surprising because this is Douala Cameroon for you, and you've got people who come here, and some people get to work maybe in the afternoon, and by night, that's when they get to hustle, maybe for some other, for income that will help them do other things and scale up their lives. This is Douala Cameroon for you, and yeah, this is Ndokoti.
So my people, welcome to Ndokoti. Here you've got to be very, very careful with your valuable belongings here. Because if you're not, then wait for an outcome. It's a very vibrant and I mean, this is like the most busiest and most vibrant place out in the city of Douala, Cameroon. Yeah. One thing you need to know about this place, it operates 24/7, and this place has been noted for like traffic, like the epicenter of traffic out here in town. Yeah, this one looks like. Yeah. So we're just going around to literally show you guys what it looks like all around. Yeah. I've been here like by the night. But it's all a vibe. I mean, like good vibe out here. Yeah. Very, very vibrant. Everybody busy. They're trying to get something or maybe get into somewhere else. A background story or an advice: if you are coming to Ndokoti, Douala, Cameroon, you need to be very, very careful because what pickpocketers are very vigilant here. My kid brother had his phone in his chest pocket at one point passing through Ndokoti. He didn't know when this phone had disappeared from his chest pocket. So advisable when you're here, you either have your phone or any of your valuables in your hand, and you need to hold them tight as well. But then this place has equally been noted for or as a center of traffic in Douala, Cameroon. Most of the times when it is closing time for work, you always come here and meet traffic. Now this video, I had to be filming this video when it was around midday. Reason why it looks really, really free. But this time around, Ndokoti has really dropped. Always here before, it's really dropped. But I think it's a good thing. And the government still needs to do more because this particular spot needs a flyover, not just any kind of flyover here. Ndokoti actually needs a flyover because when it gets tight here, people always get to be in traffic here for hours. I mean, not minutes, but for hours here. Especially when they're coming back from work, and most of the times when they're rushing to go to work in the morning. It would have been very easy to get a bike with coins, but now that I don't have one, I have to pay more. C'est de la peste. 250 à 500. Hein.
Cité de la paix. 250 500. Ok. C'est bon. Attention. Ok. Ça va? Ouais. Ça dans 500. Bonasama, Cité de la paix. On va entrer dans le quartier. Où tu voulais me laisser à bébé, c'était à 250. Mon frère, toi aussi.
Now, when you take most of these bike riders, especially these guys who are from the north, if you are not really vigilant, they will carry you and go to elsewhere. When you don't know your location, brother, you face the consequences. Now, this guy carried me, and I am actually going to a completely different location. He still wanted to carry someone else to add to me, and if I didn't know where I was going to, he would have taken me to a different place. And when you arrive there and you're telling him you took me to somewhere else, he would be making as if he doesn't understand. At times, most of them don't even understand basic French language, so he get as he be.
I don't know how visibility is going to be with the traffic that I hear and I've seen around that area. We're passing through wrong point then, so I'm going to be taking you guys on this tour. So fingers crossed, let's go. And yeah, something I'm going to give in Bonaberry. That's why I'm actually going to Bonaberry here. So let me take you guys on a short tour. I'm leaving from Pipi City here.
Now, this is one of the reasons why going around Douala with bike is very easy. Now you see that most of these cars are stuck here, but the bikes always have a particular way of navigating through the city or through the town here, because they have a smaller size and they can actually parade anyhow or even go to the other side. But with vehicles, this cannot really happen, or you would be penalized for doing that. So that's why going around the city of Douala, Cameroon with a motorbike is much more easier and helps you arrive your destination on time without any problems. But you need to also be careful on who is carrying you as well, because safety matters a lot. Most of these guys will carry you and will just want to sprint like they have an emergency. So if someone carries you and is sprinting, you need to tell them, brother, calm down, because most of them ride as if they don't have a brain, like so. Reason why the government now is asking bike riders to show them their driver's license. At least they need a driver's license, or you need a driver's license to be able to parade the street. It's just the beginning. Now it seems really difficult to implement that particular decision, but with time I feel like most of them would have to go get a driver's license, or you'll be penalized for not having one. I think it's for the safety of the passengers, or for the people they will be carrying, or of city dwellers of this town. Most of them are riding without even ID cards. In Cameroon, we have identification documents, which at any point in time you could be asked that, and when you don't have it, you go down for it. The government recently also created a center to create these documents, and yeah, I think that itself This is equally a small ride through the city of Douala, Cameroon. Here we are at Feu Rouge Bisenge. This is the junction. From here to Wrong Point Daido. It's not too much of a far distance. Now going to Bonaberi, as I earlier mentioned, has got a lot of traffic. And coming back, if you take a taxi, if you make an error and you have a taxi, you would have to sleep. I don't know how long the construction works going on the road would take, but fingers crossed, we just hope that it's gonna take not too long as expected. And yeah, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I am Elstar Africa, a Cameroonian content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. So if you like the video, please don't hesitate to give it a like and consider subscribing here. If you find the video interesting, why not share? On this channel, I am trying to show you places you've not been to uncensored. I just want it to be very clear so that you get the real vibe, the real experience of what you would get when you get to these places. Looking at the very long line from here, this long line starts as from Wrong Point Daido and reaches almost at the Ndokoti cement factory, which is somewhere here. You even see some cars coming on the wrong side. I don't know why this has to happen, but most of the time you find it like this. There are people who are either on emergency or maybe have received their permission to drive on the wrong side of the road. It has really been a 2 weeks of tragedy, especially if you have an emergency to catch up with, or something, or a business meeting to catch up with in town. Then you have to drop your vehicle at home, especially for people in Bonaberi. Crossing the bridge from town to Bonaberi is not much of an issue, but leaving Bonaberi to town is where the bigger problem actually starts. Now this is the formal bridge which still works up to now. You see the trucks are lined up, and even on the other side, I mean, it has really been a very tough time for drivers and for car owners who live or reside and work in Bonaberi. Okay, yeah, so what brought me here, I'm done with that, and so I'm on my way back. Now this is ancien road Bonaberi. It's quite a contrast compared to the other side of the very Bonaberi. Most people, like, you don't really get to experience this here until you maybe get to enter the neighborhoods or have to really enter here, which is something that I, who is based in town, is not really versed with. This is a place where I'm not really versed with yet. I mean, almost every building here is gated, which is something I really like about this place. I feel like some people going to Bonamusadi really do not even don't even know maybe that okay, they were supposed to come to Bonaberi and live here like this.
because everything now is Bona Musadi. But when you also realize that there's somewhere here like this, then you give it a chance here. Gifted everywhere. One thing I love about it. Makes it really, really awesome, yeah. So man, if you've watched this video to this point in time, please, why not give it a like? Consider subscribing here. As I said, there is a lot and lot more content coming from Cameroon and coming from, just around. So fingers crossed. I took a bike to come inside, but I prefer to actually trek while going outside. Maybe to also show you like the infrastructure here and what the neighborhood looks like here equally. Okay. This is one thing really peculiar about Bonaberry. Most people prohibited to throw, they possibly a bit shocking. Most people actually farm, they just around, depending on maybe the amount of land you've got or the space you've got here. So now there is a lot of traffic on the bridge linking Bonaberry and the town. This is because there is a construction work on one of the routes that actually links, like once you cross the bridge, you get to go through that place, maybe to other parts of the town. But then, since there is only one road now, there's a lot of concentration. Reason why there's a lot of traffic on the road. Now you see this distance, I'll not be trekking for long. That's already the road in front. Someone was asking for 200 francs, maybe because he thought I did not know where I was going to, and he actually refused the 100 francs I proposed to him. And I'm like, okay, that's good. That's your problem, right? People are outside to maybe walk, maybe because he saw me with a camera, I don't know. But should that even be an excuse? It shouldn't be, because I don't even think so, yeah. So this is Douala, Cameroon for you, and yeah, the essence of this video was to take you to Ndokoti, which is like the most busiest place in the town of Douala. It operates 24/7. Yes, bro. Okay, it's really hot out here. Whenever there's sun outside in Douala, Cameroon, it becomes really hot. I'm having a really busy day because I'm joining work and some other stuff together. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, this one. How refreshing this is. How refreshing this is. It's like if you're building here, you're not in a gate, then you are not part of this neighborhood. This is just one of the streets entering the neighborhood out here in Bonaberry. We've got numerous, like there's so numerous here. It means that it's not just one, so many of it. This is one part of Douala, Cameroon where I've not had the time to maybe really go around, make a video here. But around town, I've been to almost so many places. But Bonaberry is still pending. And I think that I'll get to do that. It is vast as well. So, it is vast, and so it also depends on maybe where I want to go to and all that. If you're from Bonaberry, tell me which neighborhood is the best, like around Bonaberry, because most of these places have got names which I don't know or which I will not know. So if you are from here, what's your best place in Bonaberry? If you live here, sorry, not like you are from here, if you live here, yeah. So let's go. Already got to the number, like within the twinkle of an eye. c'est combien les pommes?
250 là-bas, 350, 300.
Donne-moi un ici.
Ok.
Tu peux m'aider à laver un peu, pardon?
Oui, j'en veux.
Le verre. Donne-moi le verre. J'espère que c'est bon, hein?
Ah
Parce
ouais.
que parfois tu vois l'eau comme ça.
Voilà, tu as payé.
That's good, yeah? Well, good. This is kind. Ok, ici c'est 350, hein? Merci. Total BPCT would be best. Total BPCT. Total BPCT.
Ça fait plus cher.
Ouais.
Allons-y.
500. 1000 francs.
C'est bon, on va faire comme on
Oui.
On a pris les gros caméras qu'on avait comment là.
Ah, ouais.
Ça doit être petit, ça doit être puissant.
Ouais, c'est puissant.
Hein?
C'est puissant. Hey, c'est cher, ce n'est pas.
Ça peut te sortir une image au gros comme tu veux.
Oui.
Quand tu les tirer.
On sent ça très bien.
Everyone with a bike is to take the wrong side of the road once you reach here Bonasama to start crossing the bridge of Bonaberi or the Bonaberi bridge. Everyone takes the wrong side of the road. And yeah, it is very, very risky equally. But then, because most people need to catch up with things in the town, Douala is a moving town. No one has to stop. I mean, if you are stopping, then you are losing. That's the essence, or that is the motto, I would say, in the city of Douala, Cameroon. If you watched this video to this point in time, I want to say a very big thank you for having watched this video. I hope you gave it a like. I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. There's a lot of content coming up, and you would definitely not want to miss out on that. I guarantee you it's going to be entertaining. It's been Air Star Africa here signing out. Peace.